Yo, what's good? Welcome back to Fulfillment Key, and today I'm going to talk about some really interesting kind of like topic that I had that I wanted to talk about. I know that you guys are all in quarantine, so hopefully I'll turn down this background music a little bit. It's a little loud. All right, that's better. But basically what I wanted to talk about today is why success is not the end-all be-all, right? So this topic was actually brought up to me by like Twitter, and I was scrolling through, and this guy said, I don't remember exactly what it was verbatim, but he said something along the lines of like, now he's finally got his dream car, right? He's finally like achieved something that he wanted to do, and now he's just like kind of like really unmotivated to do a lot of the things for his like career, his business, the things that he wanted to do, just because he bought that car. Now, let me talk a little bit about this, because I know some of you guys are like, wait, we always wanted to buy this car. We always wanted to do that, right? So now that he bought the car and now he's not happy, like that doesn't make any sense. So let me explain. There's this concept. I'm not sure exactly what it is called, but I know it exists because I've seen other people talk about it. I don't know if it exactly has a name, but it's kind of like when you generate all this money, right? And you work for something, you're more, intrigued by the idea of working for it and the fact that you're going to get it someday. And when you're finally able to do it, and then you just go out and do it, like as soon as you can do it, it kind of kills that, like, oh, I'm working towards this, and all of a sudden it kills it. So for people that are just able to do it, and they go out and do it, they'll notice this spike. In fact, I've been in positions where, I've worked, and I've been in a position to like get my dream car. I've been in a position to, live in my dream apartment and all of these things, which I did not do because, I'd go on kind of expensive vacations, but I didn't really do like any of those things because I realized the value of waiting. I realized the value of patience, because if I know I can get it right now and I wait another year or another 2 years, right, then I know that after those 2 years, when I do get the car, it'll mean that much more to me. Or when I get the new apartment, or when I get a house, it'll mean that much more to me, right? Versus just getting it as soon as you can get it, which is, I think, what this guy on Twitter, had done. He'd been able to get that car, and then he just went out and did it. To each their own, right? If you want to do it, be my guest, do it. But I'm telling you that you will see this effect. You will buy your dream car, and then you will realize, oh shit, my motivation is kind of killed. And maybe not dream car, it could be your watch, it could be, dream shoes if you just started reselling or something and you made your first couple grand. Anything like that. It could be any of those things. And let me turn off this ad right here. I don't know why it's right here. But,
Ladies and gentlemen.
yeah, so it could be anything, right? So that's the thing I like to tell a lot of like entrepreneurs on the come up. I mean, of course, I am an entrepreneur on the come up, but I've been in the game for at least 3 to 4 years, so I've kind of been around. Sorry for having to like mess with like the background stuff, but yeah, I've been around, and this is a common thing. So I think a person who really touches upon this subject well, or I feel like someone that has mentioned it, is Alex Becker, because Alex Becker talked about the concept of getting rid of everything, which so personally I think that's a little extreme. I think that if you get rid of all of your prized possessions and everything, it is kind of like becoming a monk, right? Think of it logically, right? You're getting rid of your car, you're getting rid of all your prized possessions, you wear the same clothes, you have nothing in your house except for food, a fridge, a table, and a bed. Literally nothing else. And like, I think a couple pairs of the same clothes. I don't know if that was Alex or not. But, that, in my opinion, is a little extreme, right? But it does serve a purpose, and he's right. Because if you were to get rid of all of those prized possessions that you had, or you would get rid of everything that, like you've worked for, or something that you like, that you own. It makes you really think, like, what do I like, right? So don't get me wrong. If you're a guy who has a really nice car, for example, I use car examples because I love cars, but if you have a really nice car and that's like, you love driving a car as your pastime, if you, like all of a sudden just get rid of the car, you're going to be like, oh shit, I don't have my pastime anymore. I need to focus on something, right? So if you get rid of the car and then you're like, you have a business, for example, you have a side hustle, now your attention, where can it go? It can't go anywhere else except for the business, except for the side hustle. But at the same time, I think that there's a limit to it. I think that you shouldn't get rid of everything, but I think you should get rid of your biggest like attention grabbers. For example, like I said, why this video is called what it is, why, you know, success is not the end all be all, and why after you reach a point of success you start to get demotivated. It's because you decide that it's time to reward yourself when you're really not that successful. So that's the gist of this video. I know it's kind of like me rambling, but I just wanted to put out my thoughts because, you know, I had a, you know, decent amount of thoughts. Let me know if you guys mess with the LEDs in the background. I think that they're dope. Little setup because I don't have like, I kind of had to go back home for like the entire coronavirus thing. So I don't have like my apartment. I don't have everything all dope and shit. But, you know, it is what it is. So yeah. Like the video, comment what you guys want to see, and subscribe if this video resonated with you. I hope to see you guys in the next video, probably in the next couple of days. But yeah, stay safe, stay home, and work on your grind. Peace.